The restoration of the memory of Thomas Sankara, a former revolutionary leader in Burkina Faso, has been underway for some weeks now. Other revolutionary figures have been handing over archives and artifacts in their possession, dated from his August 1983 movement to overthrow a military regime already in place. They include legislative and regulatory documents, audiovisual material, books and works, among others.
I wondered what I was going to do with these documents, how I was going to keep them, and I was able to hand them over to the memorial for future generations. It was with relief and a heart full of satisfaction that I handed over these documents.
I've handed over a letter that Captain Thomas Sankara wrote to me when I was training in PO. I received the letter on 8 October 1987, a few days before his death. I think it's a good initiative. That's why when I had the press release, it was my duty to make my contribution.
According to officials, this collection will continue periodically. In the long term, it will aim to supply the country's archive services and libraries.
The collection is also important in that it will provide input for a certain number of infrastructures currently being built within the memorial itself. This includes the House of Memories and the Digital Library. It will also be used in other places such as the National Archives, the National Museum and the National Library.
Thomas Sankara came to power in August 1983 as an army captain after leading a leftist coup that overthrew a moderate military faction. But his tenure was short-lived after he was assassinated in October 1987. However, his revolutionary programs and reforms left an indelible mark on his country's history and development.
His importance
is to give the new generation a point of reference. Thomas Sankara is a point of reference. But it also happens that many young people sing his name but don't actually know what Thomas Sankara did for Burkina Faso and for Africa. So the initiative is a noble one, especially at a time when Burkina Faso is committed to fighting imperialism and its local values.
A monument of Thomas Sankara's honor stands tall in Ouagadougou, as many continue to celebrate him as an icon of Pan-Africanism. Nick Mudimba, CGTN.